Yes, good evening everyone. Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is DTRS session class 175. So, we'll cover the lead topic today, wildfires in Chile. Along with that, 9 different topics. So, 10 MCQs based on yesterday's current affairs. Before that, we'll discuss the quotation. Daily we are discussing one quotation which is helping us to prepare for mains examination also, especially ethics and essay paper. So, today's quotation is by the Nelson Mandela. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but rising every time we fall. Okay, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling. Okay, so of course we know that there will be, we can say that failures, there will be obstacles, and crossing these obstacles there will be, we can say, falling down. So it's not, we can say, the problem is we should know that when we fall down we should get up on the let's say our feet and then again fight back. So rising every time we fall, this is the greatest glory we are talking here. You take example of any great person, the Nelson Mandela himself. Okay, so he fought for the independence of South Africa, apartheid movement, right? So apartheid movements that we see in we have seen in the South Africa. Along with that, the greatest personalities you can give example from history, Mahatma Gandhi. So he failed during NCM, he failed during, we can say, CDM, he failed. So we know that there will be failures. So how do we, rise every time we fall? This shows the character of the person. Take example of any, cricketer, the famous MS Dhoni. There were failures in his life. As a captain also he failed many times. So, but you should know Virat Kohli. Okay, examples I am telling you. Film stars शाहरुख खान, आप कोई भी एग्जाम्पल लीजिए उसमें, या लीडर्स का एग्जाम्पल लीजिए. So this has been the case, right? So the great people are those who are not, we can say that, falling down, never falling down. Rather, they will fall down, but they will rise again whenever they fall down, and they learn from their mistake and they overcome these obstacles. This should be, we can say, the path. So as you are preparing for this examination, you will fail many times in this examination at different stages. There will be obstacles, different obstacles. So when you overcome them by rising every time we fall, so there will be, we can say, the final success, and this is called greatest glory. जैसे अभी 12th fail movie काफी famous हो रहा है. The way we can say that person, the IPS officer, has faced lot of obstacles in personal life, and he has overcome all those obstacles, even falling down many times he failed. So we can understand the process. This UPSC exam process itself is very difficult, challenging, we can say, and there can be failures, but every time we fail we have to rise above the failure and get moving towards the success. So yes, in this way we can understand this quotation. Let's talk about today's 10 topics. These are today's 10 topics. ठीक है, तो let's deal with the first MCQ. क्या होना चाहिए इसका आंसर? Recently there were wildfires in the Chile and more than 100 people died. ठीक है, तो it was in news, right? Central Chile. So in which province it was there? Valparaiso. ठीक है, Valparaiso region in Chile, Central Chile, there were wildfires. You should know there were consistently 40 degrees Celsius above temperatures, and because of that there were wildfires. Now you should know that whenever there is concern of global warming that we are saying, or there will be more warmer temperatures due to El Nino, also there will be drought like conditions in many parts of the world. So wildfires can be, we can say, frequent during next year. So this is correctly matched. In past 1 year, like in 2023, in Maui Island of Hawaii, USA. Okay, so there were wildfires there, it was in news. Even Greece, frequently it is in news. Darwana Choria, wildfires, Greece, this is also correctly matched. Now these are the countries including Australia, every year annual bushfires are there in Australia also. ठीक है, तो these countries face we can say the problem of wildfires, bushfires or forest fires as an annual phenomenon, but that can spread to the larger distances or areas whenever there are higher temperatures, consistently higher temperatures. So here places in news, all three are correct. C is the correct answer. Now moving on, this is the region, yes, let me tell you, this is the Valparaiso, Chile, and then this is the we can say Lahaina part of this Mau island. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर देखिए, this is the part of Hawaii Islands and this is the we can say city, Lahaina city, यहाँ पर जो है Hawaii का, right? So next question, look at this. World Wetland Day is celebrated to commemorate signing of Ramsar Convention on Wetland of International Importance. This is correct. This was signed 2nd Feb 1971 and we celebrate 2nd Feb as World Wetland Day. ठीक है, तो this is correct statement. In India also, in all existing 75 Ramsar site, 5 new Ramsar site have been added. Total अभी 80 हो गया है Ramsar sites in India. Total 80 हो गया है. So we celebrated World Wetland Day in all these Ramsar sites. India was one of the first contracting parties to Ramsar Convention. This is correct. We signed this in 1981. ठीक है, तो हमने साइन शुरू में ही कर दिया था. Sundarban wetland in West Bengal was declared as first Ramsar site. Now this is not correct. ठीक है, so first Ramsar site from India was Chilika Lake, Odisha, and Kevladev National Park, Kevladev Ghana National Park. तो ये first Ramsar site में consider होता है. ठीक है, so this is incorrect. First two are correct statement, so we can say B is the correct answer. One way or other way they are asking Ramsar sites or wetlands in prelims or mains. There was consistently twice question last to last year, match the following kind of question. तो आपको ये तैयार करके रखना है, ठीक है, सारे wetlands. And recently we had protected area mapping section lecture which is available free on YouTube. ठीक है, आप YouTube लुकमान IAS का जो चैनल है आप वहाँ पर देखिए protected areas environment, जहाँ पर हमने रामसर sites, नेशनल पार्क्स, टाइगर रिजर्व एंड बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व, तो पूरे इंडिया के ये सारे प्रोटेक्टेड एरियाज हमने स्टेट वाइज कवर किए हुए हैं इन 2.5 आवर लेक्चर. आप जो है स्पीड में लगा के वो देख लीजिए. इट इज काइंड ऑफ रिवीजन टू यू. ठीक है, ओके. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, एटमॉस्फेरिक रिवर्स. दिस टर्म many times it is in news. ठीक है, we are expecting question in prelims. Atmospheric rivers currently mentioned in, consider the following statement. So as we have terrestrial rivers, we also have atmospheric rivers. Atmosphere में क्या होता है? Water vapor होता है. Of course water तो नहीं होगा in the form of rivers. So water vapor, basically these are the rivers of water vapors. Okay, so in the same manner that we have rivers in a narrow channel in atmosphere, we have such kind of we can say rivers of water vapor in our atmosphere, and that have considerable amount of water vapor. ठीक है, तो it is moving like we can say river in atmosphere. Atmospheric river is a narrow corridor of concentrated water vapor transported in the atmosphere. This is correct. The way the wind is moving in that atmosphere, so similarly the water vapor is moving in a concentrated manner from one place to other place, especially from tropical region to subtropical region. ठीक है, they occur all over the world, but the most commonly in the lower latitudes. No, not in lower latitude, mid latitudes. ठीक है, कहाँ पर होता है ये? ज़्यादातर mid latitudes में. So in recent context it is largely in news western coast of USA, California. ठीक है, so in mid latitudes of Pacific Ocean, so it is basically reaching to this western coast of USA and it is giving more rainfall in this arid and semi-arid region of western coast of USA. That's why it is continuously in news, right? So this is incorrect. Occurrence of consecutive atmospheric river can cause significant flooding. Yes, this is one threat that we have along the western coast of USA because of this atmospheric rivers. So two statements again are correct here. B is the correct answer. Yes, good evening. Try to give the answers in the comment box, online students. Moving on to the fourth question. What should be answer to this one? Asiatic lion. Yes. We have to identify the correct statement about Asiatic lion. In India, their population is confined only to Junagadh district of Gujarat. Now, we specifically learn that Gir National Park in Gujarat is having the population of Asiatic lions, the only, we can say, protected area that is hosting the natural population, natural habitat we can say. But this particular park is having the area in two districts, okay, Junagadh as well as गिर डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स, ठीक है, तो दो डिस्ट्रिक्ट में है. अलॉन्ग विद दैट जामनगर, अमरेली, यहाँ पर भी टाइगर सॉरी एशियाटिक लायंस है, ठीक है. सो दैट काठियावाड़ पेनिनसुला, so the habitat is spread over around 10 districts there. So this is incorrect, only बोला गया है. Male lions are the pride's primary hunters. We know about the characteristics of Asiatic lions, and it is not the male lions, rather the female lions are, we can say, the primary hunters. They hunt in the group, ठीक है, female lions, and male lions are not, we can say, the primary hunters. तो ये क्या किया है, incorrect है. Only female lions have the manes. Manes is basically kind of the hair that the male lions are having along its neck, ठीक है, तो इसलिए वो मैजेस्टिक दिखता है हमें दिखते वक्त. सो ठीक है, सो बट दैट बेसिकली इट इज सेड दैट द काइंड ऑफ, लेट्स से, स्टेटस ऑफ दैट मीन्स किस तरीके से दिखता है, उससे ऐसा समझ में आता है कि उसका एज दिखाई देता है लायन का, और इट इज टू इंटिमिडेट द अदर लायन, मेल लायन, ठीक है, तो कॉम्पिटिटर. तो ये फीमेल नहीं है, इट इज अ मेल, ठीक है. सो वी कैन से दिस इज इनकरेक्ट. सो ऑल थ्री स्टेटमेंट्स आर इनकरेक्ट हियर, right? So we have to identify correct. So D is the correct answer here. D is the correct answer. Fine. Okay. Yes, Asiatic lion, you should know, endangered. IUCN status is endangered. ठीक है. Moving on. Description. There is a description, and we have to identify the bird that has been described. Around 1,36 years ago, its life declined from Indian Ocean by a major flood. After tens of thousands of years later, sea levels fell back, once again making life of these birds possible on atoll. Atoll मतलब एक island है, coral island. As per the new study, the once extinct birds came back, which is indigenous to islands in the southwestern Indian Ocean. Basically, they are describing the habitat, and this is how the habitat once gone extinct, ठीक है, or destructed. Now it is, let's say, revived because of a decline in sea level in that particular region, and these atolls, they are coming above sea surface, coral islands, and this has provided the life to we can say once extinct bird. The name of the bird here is Aldabra rail. Aldabra rail. Okay, so you should know that the unique feature of this bird, it is flightless, like dodo bird, ठीक है, flightless है. Generally, the birds go flightless when there are, we can say, rare existence of, we can say, predators. There are no rare or no predators on that particular, in that particular habitat. So the birds automatically, as a part of evolution, they go flightless. ठीक है, उनके पास जो पंख है पर वो उड़ते नहीं है, क्योंकि उनको जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती है उड़ने की, इस तरीके से. So basically the birds fly largely because of predators. They do not live on the ground, rather they try to live on the branches of tree, ठीक है, to protect themselves from the we can say that predators, right? So Aldabra rail, A is the correct answer. So such kind of unique features, and we can say species based question can be there. So remember this. Next is the south to north arrangement of all these wildlife sanctuaries. So eagle nest, you may be knowing about this. Wayanad, you know about this. Of course, it is in Kerala as a part of, we can say, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Eagle nest जो है काफी famous है, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, western part, Kameng district, ठीक है, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, western part of अरुणाचल प्रदेश, ठीक है. तो now this was in new Chandaka Dampara. So basically it is in Odisha near Bhubaneswar city, ठीक है. ओडिशा, चिंचोली जो है वो कर्नाटका में है. नाउ केरला, कर्नाटका, Odisha, Arunachal Pradesh, from south to north. So what should be the sequence? B is the correct answer. 2, 4, 1, 3. 2, 4, 1, 3. Fine. So there can be question like protected areas, although less probability that the question will be on wildlife sanctuaries. Largely the question can be from tiger reserve, or we can say that national parks or biosphere reserve. What is the difference between fiscal deficit and national debt? Okay, so yes, debt is something that is related to borrowing, but the fiscal deficit is something related to expenditure minus revenue. Expenditure minus revenue. So fiscal deficit is overall expenditure of the government, difference between the total expenditure and total revenue, while the national debt signifies the overall borrowing that the government is having, and that borrowing is used to finance the fiscal deficit. Okay, so the first statement is describing the both term correctly. A is the correct answer here. So such kind of term based question or simple concept based question can be there in the prelims examination. Okay, now in the context of Mekong River, it was recently in news because Luang Prabang Dam, it was in news. Recently we had one reel or we can say shorts made on YouTube. आप 2 दिन पहले का shorts देखिए लुकमान IAS का, वहाँ पे 1 मिनट में हमने एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है लुआंग प्रबांग डैम के ऊपर. ठीक है, तो उसकी स्पेसिफिक इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको वहाँ मिल जाएगी. ओके, लुआंग प्रबांग डैम वाज इन न्यूज. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज बीइंग बिल्ट अक्रॉस मेकोंग रिवर. मेकोंग रिवर पे पास पे क्वेश्चन इस तरीके से आया हुआ है, मेजर रिवर्स एंड दे आर ड्रेनिंग इनटू विच सी. ठीक है, तो ये कौन से सी में ड्रे कर रहे थे? यहाँ पे मेकोंग बोला गया है और अंडमान सी बोला गया है. इट इज इनकरेक्ट. साउथ चाइना सी में ड्रेन करता है. इट इज द लॉन्गेस्ट रिवर ऑफ साउथ ईस्ट एशिया. लार्जेस्ट रिवर इन एशिया, दिस इज इनकरेक्ट. लार्जेस्ट रिवर इन एशिया इज यांगजे रिवर इन चाइना. लार्जेस्ट मतलब इन टर्म्स ऑफ अमाउंट ऑफ वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर, लॉन्गेस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ लेंथ ऑफ वाटर. ठीक है, तो लार्जेस्ट ये नहीं है, यांगजे रिवर है चाइना में. दिस इज इनकरेक्ट. And it is Mekong River is the longest river of Southeast Asia, right? It originates in Tibetan Plateau and flows through 5 countries. Now this is incorrect factually. It flows through 6 countries. ठीक है, कौन से countries है? Originates in Tibetan Plateau means China first, then Myanmar, then we can say Laos or Lao-PDR. ठीक है, then fourth it is, we can say that Vietnam, Cambodia, and which one is sixth? Thailand. ठीक है, तो ये 6 कंट्री में से मेकोंग रिवर पास होती है. ठीक है, तो लुकांग मेकांग कोऑपरेशन अभी हमने एक कवर किया था. बेसिकली दैट इज द राइपेरियन स्टेट्स और राइपेरियन कंट्रीज, उनमें कोऑपरेशन के लिए ये बनाया गया है, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, प्लेटफॉर्म है, राइट? सो दिस इज इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. लुआंग प्रबांग डैम इज सिचुएटेड ऑन द मेकोंग रिवर इन लाओस. नाउ दिस इज करेक्ट factually. लुआंग प्रबांग is very important, we can say city that is located on the confluence of Mekong and Namkhan river. ठीक है, Namkhan river. This Namkhan river, it is meeting and it is forming one unique peninsula at the confluence, and on that peninsula this Luang Prabang town, which is UNESCO World Heritage Site, So this is very important. The dam that is being built upstream of this town is going to impact the cultural significance and aesthetics of this particular town. That's why it was in news. ठीक है, तो ये statement सही है. So only one, A is the correct answer. Right? A is the correct answer. Fine, let's move on to next question. Okay, so Cheetah, it was again in news. We are expecting question in prelims one way or other way. The way we are framing the statement, see, in past UPSC has asked the question related to this, like leader of elephant group is a female, maximum gestation period can be. तो इस तरीके से हम क्वेश्चंस की भी फ्रेमिंग करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं ताकि यूपीएससी अलग अलग मेजर स्पेसिस के ऊपर इसी तरीके से फ्रेमिंग करेगा. द gestation period for cheetah is 93 days. There was this article in Indian Express talking about all these details. Because recently almost 8-9 cubs, the cheetah that have been reintroduced in the Kuno National Park in MP, Madhya Pradesh. सो न्यू कप्स, न्यू बॉर्न बेबीज आर देयर, तो उससे रिलेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन दिया हुआ था वो आर्टिकल में, राइट. सो दिस इज करेक्ट. 93 days दे कैन गिव बर्थ टू 1 to 6 इन नंबर, ठीक है, newborns, while female siblings form a coalition and hunt together. The male leads solitary life. Now we may let's say think this is correct, but इससे उल्टा है, this is incorrect. Rather the female lives the solitary life and the male, we can say, siblings form the coalition and hunt together. तो चीता में अलग है. जैसे हम देखते हैं कि टाइगर, मेल टाइगर लिव्स द सॉलिटरी लाइफ और ओवरऑल टाइगर्स लिव द सॉलिटरी लाइफ, तो उससे आपको लग सकता है कि ये सही है, बट दिस इज इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. नामीबिया हैज द लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेशन ऑफ चीताज इन द वर्ल्ड. नाउ यू शुड नो दैट देयर इज अ फाइन डिफरेंस बिटवीन the cheetahs subspecies African cheetah and Asiatic cheetah. Asiatic cheetah critically endangered, African cheetah it is vulnerable. ठीक है, ये सही statement है. And basically there are minor differences there in terms of all the physical features and all. But you should know that Asiatic cheetah is extinct in wild in India, locally extinct in India, and the major population of Asiatic cheetah is there in Iran at present. So we have introduced in India African cheetah, ठीक है, तो वहाँ पे साउथ अफ्रीका है, नामीबिया है, वहाँ से हमने लाए हुए हैं जो भी है. Now Namibia is considered as basically the capital, cheetah capital of the world, ठीक है, तो largest number है, this is correct. So these two statements are correct here, ठीक है, B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer here, Asiatic cheetah, ठीक है. Fine. So Mojuj, yes, this term was in news, term based questions. Mojuj is basically a traditional buffalo fight in Assam, especially organized during the winter harvest festival of Magh Bihu. ठीक है, ये कब होता है? जनवरी, जनरली 14th of January में होता है, जहाँ पर पोंगल या फिर बाकी जो फेस्टिवल्स होता है, लोरी है और ठीक है, तो all these are harvest festivals and during Magh Bihu basically this particular buffalo fight is organized. This is called as Moh Juj. ठीक है, ये अभी न्यूज में था because after 9 years this has been revived. After 9 years, जब 2015 में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये जो बैन किया था जलीकट्टू and all these things, so this was also banned at that time, but now it has been revived. ठीक है, तो A is the correct answer. ठीक है, moving on. Okay, all these are the 10 MCQs. Any question related to them? All right. Okay, let us stop. Fine.